In the days following D-Day, the thunder of war rolled inland. The Allies had landed, the Germans braced, and in the quiet Norman town of Villers Bocage, steel giants would meet in sudden, brutal combat. This is the story of a battlefield ambush that would echo through armored warfare for decades. June 13, 1944, a Tuesday. The British 7th Armoured Division, Monty's famed Desert Rats, had pushed forward in a flanking maneuver, hoping to encircle the key city of Caen. Leading the vanguard was A Squadron, 4th County of London Yeomanry, armoured reconnaissance, equipped with the agile Cromwell Mark IV cruiser tanks. Lighter, faster, but outgunned. Alongside them, M3 Stuart Honey light tanks and the infantry of the Rifle Brigade, mounted in half-tracks and universal carriers, rolled cautiously along Route N175 toward the town. At 0830 hours, they reached Villers Bocage, and just behind the hedgerows, waited death. SS Hauptsturmführer Michael Wittmann, veteran, ace, ruthless. He commanded a Panzerkampfwagen 6, Tiger 1, number S44, of the 2nd Company, 101st SS Heavy Panzer Battalion. This was no ordinary tank. Armed with an 88mm KWK 36L56 gun, frontal armor up to 100mm thick, the Tiger was a fortress on tracks. It prowled the battlefield with terrifying confidence. Wittmann had parked SO4 just west of Villers Bocage, disengaged from his company, with his tank undergoing maintenance. But as he saw the British column roll past him, exposed, unaware, stretched thin, he made a decision that would become legend. As the British column settled into Villers Bocage, most believed the road was clear. But in a field just west of the town, hidden beside Route N175, the Tiger tank of SS Hauptsturmführer Michael Wittmann sat in wait. He wasn't supposed to be there. His tank, Tiger SO4, had been held back for repairs, its radio barely functional, ammunition low. His company, the 2nd Company of Schwere SS Panzerabteilung 101, had moved east. But now, alone, he saw an opportunity. With 0 orders, no support, and no time to lose, he mounted up. At approximately 0845 hours, Wittmann entered the town from the west. His first target, a Stuart light tank of the reconnaissance troop. It never had a chance. Its commander, Lieutenant Rex Ingram, was caught completely off guard. A single 88mm round split the tank open at the seams. Then came the Cromwells. The lead tank, commanded by Captain Pat Dias, was parked near the Café des Sports. He never expected to see a Tiger in the rear of the column. Wittmann's first shot struck the side armor. Dias and his crew tried to bail. They were cut down. Just behind Dias, Lieutenant Jock Howard's Cromwell attempted to traverse its gun. Too late. One shell. Another fireball. Wittmann continued down the main street, stalking the line of tanks like a hunter on rails. Next, Lieutenant John Cloudsley Thompson, a future war historian and tank expert, was in command of another Cromwell. He saw the Tiger too late. His vehicle was struck and disabled. Miraculously, he survived. Onward. Major Loopy Carr, commanding officer of A Squadron, had just dismounted his tank. He sprinted across the street under fire and took shelter in a nearby house. His Cromwell was left behind. It too was destroyed. Within minutes, 5 British tanks, 2 Bren gun carriers, and multiple soft-skinned vehicles were burning in the street. Wittmann's Tiger was now deep inside the town. From a side street, he spotted a Sherman Firefly belonging to the 1st Rifle Brigade. This was the only real threat. Its 17-pounder gun could kill even a Tiger if it got the first shot. But Wittmann struck first, smashing the Firefly with a frontal hit before it could even rotate its turret. The British were in full panic. One Cromwell attempted to reverse into cover near the railway station. It was struck and exploded, blocking the retreat route. Wittmann rolled through the heart of the town, past shops and stone houses, picking off targets at will. At point 213, he disabled a 6-pounder Portee anti-tank gun and killed its crew. Half-tracks were abandoned, ammunition trucks ignited, infantry scattered into buildings, their rifles useless against 100 millimeters of rolled steel. At the eastern edge of Villers Bocage, near the junction of Route N175 and Route D675, Wittmann's tank was struck, likely by a flank shot from a hidden Cromwell or Sherman, or possibly by a 6-pounder anti-tank emplacement. The exact weapon remains a mystery. Tiger S04 ground to a halt, its engine damaged, ammunition spent. Wittmann and his crew bailed out and slipped away on foot. By then, in less than 20 minutes, Michael Wittmann had destroyed 3 Cromwell tanks, Dias, Howard, Cloudsley Thompson, 1 Sherman Firefly, 1 Stuart light tank, Lieutenant Ingram, 2 Bren gun carriers, 2 half-tracks, 1 Porty 6-pounder AT gun, multiple ammunition and staff vehicles. He had crippled a reconnaissance squadron and shattered a British battalion's vanguard, alone. But the battle was just beginning. He survived, but the battle was far from over. Reinforcements arrived. The British called in A Squadron of the 1st Rifle Brigade, supported by Sherman Fireflies and 17-pounder anti-tank guns. German Panzer IVs and additional Tigers of the 101st SS pushed back into the town, launching a counterattack. Street fighting ensued. Cromwells hid among stone buildings. Tigers hunted them like predators in fog. A second Tiger, Tiger 205 under SS Untersturmführer Dollinger, engaged multiple British tanks near the railway line, knocking out a Cromwell and a Recce Stuart, but was immobilized by return fire. Street fighting ensued. Cromwells hid among stone buildings. Tigers hunted them like predators in fog. A second Tiger, Tiger 205 under SS Untersturmführer Dollinger, engaged multiple British tanks near the railway line, knocking out a Cromwell and a Recce Stuart, but was immobilized by return fire. By evening, Villers Bocage lay shattered. Both sides had lost men, vehicles, time. The British had to withdraw under pressure, abandoning wrecked Cromwells and burning Shermans. The road was littered with the carcasses of war machines. In total, the Germans had destroyed or disabled 20-plus British vehicles, including 7 Cromwells, 3 Stuarts, 1 Sherman Firefly, several Bren carriers and soft-skin transports. The Germans lost 2 Tigers disabled or destroyed, including Wittmann's own S04. Today, Villers Bocage is quiet again, but the ghosts remain. What happened there on June 13, 1944, was not just a clash of steel. It was a reminder that speed, initiative, and audacity can change the course of battle. Wittmann would later die in Normandy, his Tiger ambushed by British Fireflies in August. But for one blazing morning in Villers Bocage, he redefined armored warfare. They were not gods of war, just men with machines and choices.